What's up, guys? What's up? All right, we're getting ready to cook. All right, what's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. You know what's funny? I was actually reading somebody's like message the other day, today, the other day, give me a, and they were saying how they prefer that holidays on a Friday, not a Monday. I am not a fan of having like Mondays off. It's good and all, but I feel like it just like really just like throws my whole schedule off, you know? So, yes, happy Tuesday. What's up, girl? So I'm getting ready to cook dinner. Because today we have a back to school. But before I cook, I want to have a protein shake. I always get a lot of people, yay! I always get a lot of people ask me about, you know, what I eat, you know, if they're busy, what can they eat? And so one of the things that I like to do, if I'm kind of like busy like today, I literally just like to have a protein shake. It's quick, it's easy, and it gives me exactly what I need, protein. And that's one of the questions too that a lot of people always ask me along with that. Like, hey, I lost weight, but I lost my booty. How do I, you know, keep my gains? And it's just like, if you're somebody that wants to lose weight, right? And it's concerned about, you know, your gains, like obviously no one wants to lose their beautiful gains, right? Then my advice to you is to focus on your protein. That's it. Focus on your protein, making sure that you're having more than enough to like, you're having more than enough so that you can like sustain like what you're currently doing. Not sustain, but improve or add, you know, to what you're doing. So I'm having my protein shake because I'm getting ready to cook dinner. I kind of want to make like chicken cutlets. Make like a salad with it. I'll eat it with a salad, but everybody else will probably like eat it with, I don't know, maybe some rice, maybe a few potatoes. But sometimes I stick it in the oven. Or sometimes I just like lightly fry it. I prefer not to. I don't really like fry stuff, to be honest, but sometimes I'm just like, listen. But anyway, I wanted to come on here and chat with you guys, answer any questions that like you guys might be like having. So many of like, I get so many questions online, and sometimes I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to like be able to like answer all of them, and so I want to be able to like answer, you know. So right now, as you guys see on my bottom here, it says join Queen Warriors for a chance to win money, right? All you have to do is comment ready. I don't know what you have going on right now, what you're currently working, what your goals are, but your life shouldn't just be focused on work. Like, work is great, right? But what good is you having work-driven goals if your health is not up to par? You know, if you're not exercising, if you're not eating healthy, right? Because let me tell you something. One of the things with work is like, you need creativity, you need mental clarity. And if you're not, again, you're not eating healthy and you're not exercising, then it's like your mental clarity is like not it. You know, you get overwhelmed fast, right? You're stressed out, overwhelmed. moody. These are all signs of like your body just being exhausted, your body just not having enough like good nutrients. And so for my ladies out there, for Queen Warriors, like right now, if you're somebody that's like, yo, I'm just so ready, but I need guidance right now, we're getting ready to launch our LYC challenge, which is our Love Yourself Challenge. This challenge is focused highly on burning fat, building muscle, right? And so one of the things that this challenge comes in, and right now, right, one of the things that this challenge comes with is a nutrition guide. How many of you guys are just like, yo, I don't really know what to eat, or even better yet, how much I should be eating? I get it. A lot of people don't. You're not alone. And so this challenge provides you that guidance, right? It gives you a fitness tracker so that you're able to track how many pounds of like your weight, like dumbbells you're using for particular exercises. So that way, you know, you're doing great. You can like increase. This particular challenge also comes with a private group. It comes with weekly coaching calls. I always go back to bad eating habits. And you know what, like, but and in reality, like, a lot of people go back to bad eating habits, right? Because they never really learn how to eat or what healthy eating looks like. I have no strength in my wrists. I'm really bad. Does your work? Do you? I don't work with that. Like, if you're somebody that has like wrist issues, I would recommend that you actually like see a like physical therapist, so that you guys can focus on strengthening your wrist. But what my program does offer currently right now, the program, like, we're running an early bird sale. So you join Queen Warriors. So if you're like, yo, I'm just ready, I'm just ready. All you have to do is just comment ready. When you join Queen Warriors, you have the ability to join the challenge, which is just $20. $20 for early bird. Like, it's insane, right? It's only $20. And we start on Monday, so you're still on time. Your kids are going back to school. Like, this is just the perfect opportunity, right? And one of the things that I really take pride during my calls is educating my girls on what healthy eating looks like. Like, I have been in this space for such a long time that I know how to make my meals easy. I know what each meal should consist of, right? And I like to call it like my plug and play, right? I don't have time to be cooking fancy meals every single day. I want to be able to get a really good, healthy, yet delicious meal every single day. I don't have time to be, you know, doing fancy, smancy stuff, let alone too, like, I want to be able to not waste time or like sort through like a bunch of PDFs or magazines looking for like recipes. Like, no, tell me what easy I need to do, so that way I can start eating healthy and I can like start applying it now, you know? And so if you guys are like, if you're ready to like join the challenge, like, take advantage of it. I wanted to come on, right? Because a lot of people just don't know about these things. Number one. And number two, a lot of people don't know how affordable our Queen Warrior challenges are and how much it offers. The fact that I'm sitting there with you, coaching you through a 30-minute call is like, it's powerful, right? Because you get access to me, of which a lot of programs don't do that. You know, they'll tell you, yeah, you get access to so-and-so, and then somebody else ends up showing up. Not me, baby. I'm there with you. All right, so what are we going to do here? So I'm doing chicken breast today. Like I said, I'm doing a chicken breast. Come on. I'm doing a chicken breast. And I'm going to eat mine with a salad. Hopefully I'm done. I'm done early because I got to still shower. But one of the things is like, this journey should never be overwhelming. Being healthy should never feel like a punishment. You know what I mean? On the contrary, like, we want to be able to enjoy it. We want to be able, just as much as you enjoy treating your body like shit, you want to enjoy treating your body with love. I didn't get it yet, but my subscription renewal happened, so here I am trying again. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of you. And I always say, like, if you want these particular results, you got to be around the right people, because obviously being around the people you have been is obviously not serving you, right? I'm a firm believer that if you want to achieve something in particular in your life, you got to be around the people that are already doing it, because you're inspired, because you see the way they're moving, right? And so for me, it's like, that's why I always say, like, yo, community is so important. And that's one thing that you'll always get here with Queen Warriors, access to our community, especially during these challenges. When I tell you, like, what the hell? Bae, I think they're here. The transformations that these women have gotten are just like, Jags, are out of control during these like challenges. So this challenge is a 4-week challenge. Strength building, all can be done from the comfort of your home. Can be done from the comfort of your home. Huh? It should be somewhere. It was here on the table. Isn't it? No. Maybe it's by the
Yes.
I'm still waiting for my onboarding approval. Make my, what is it? Make me blush, Lynn. Send an email. Usually that happens quick. And if you haven't gotten like the onboarding stuff, send an email to like customer service so they can check. Sometimes, you know what happens with emails? Emails are funny because sometimes they'll go to your spam. Jax! Ah! Disgusting. Sometimes they'll go to your spam and you might not even know it. Okay, so send an email to our customer service team so that way they can take care of it. But yeah, man, honestly, I never was somebody that I wasn't like an athlete. I didn't play sports in school. Neither did I grow up, you know, eating super healthy. And I always love to mention this because I think sometimes it's easier for people to be like, oh, well, she's a trainer and she's been doing it for so long, as if that's supposed to make it any easier. And the reality of the truth is it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, right? Because let's really get into it. Like you gotta deal with which way is it? The criticisms of everybody, right? The people when you start eating healthy, the people that are just like, oh, why are you doing that? You're doing too much, right? And you also have to be bold enough to like go out to eat, and while everybody's eating like shit, you're the only one being health conscious, right? And it's crazy that that's considered being bold and not being, you know what I mean, not nothing else. Like there's nothing bold. Like we should all be wanting to eat healthy. So when I started almost like 14 years ago, I didn't know any of it. Like I was my own test guinea pig. I had to learn everything all by myself. I felt like there wasn't enough community, or at least there wasn't people that looked like me. A mom, a wife, somebody that's curvy, Latina, somebody that spoke like me as well. I feel like a lot of people in the industry were super sciencey people, and yes, I do love science, but make this understandable for me. Like I don't want to feel like I need a whole like nutrition degree to understand what you're telling me to do, you know? And so I had to just go out and learning myself, experience it myself, so that way I can like easily be able to like translate it to my community. Is the subscription $97 a year? Yes, the current subscription is $97 a year. With that, you get access to all of our live workouts, which happen 5 days a week. Every day is a brand new workout. They're about an hour each. In 1 hour workouts, you have access to 2 30-minute workouts. You get access to the replay. You get access to mindset. You get access to mindset. You get access to our daily affirmations. You get access to the replays. You get access to a private community. If there's any events, when we're hosting events, you get access to these events as well. So you do get access to a lot for that $97, right? And the cool thing is, once again, like, these workouts can be done from the comfort of your home. I'm not telling you to like drive anywhere else but to your living room, right? I'm not telling you like, girl, you need a stepper and you need this type of equipment. I'm just like, girl, get some dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, get some household items, you know, like get a detergent, get a water jug, anything that's going to provide you that extra additional weight. Like, that's what you want to be able to like have at home to get these workouts done. But also, our Queen Warrior workouts, like our HIIT workouts, are no equipment necessary. So that means that without absolutely any equipment besides your body weight, you can get a hell of a workout. In 30 minutes, I burn close to 150 to 200 calories. Now, that's someone that is trained, somebody that's been working out. So somebody that's, you can turn it on. Yeah, that's better. Somebody that's never worked out before, in 30 minutes, if I'm burning 150 calories, you're probably going to burn way more than I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's phenomenal. From the comfort of your home at that, you can't beat that. So when you join Queen Warriors and you join the yearly subscription, that's what you get access to. On top of that, about 4 to 5 times a year, we host our Queen Warrior challenge, which is our LYC challenge, and that's the Love Yourself challenge, which we're currently running right now. That challenge, yes, it does come at an additional cost, right? Because you have, what is that? With the challenge, you have the chance of winning $1,000 for first place, $500 for second place, $300 for third place. So like, you have a chance to win big. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what other program is paying you to like work out and get results that you reap the benefits from? I don't know of too many. I really don't know of too many programs that say, hey, I don't need anything from you but for you to like show up. I don't need anything from you besides you doing these workouts and eating healthy, making these gains, and living your best life ever, and learning how to like eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get any benefits. The benefits that I get is seeing women thrive. The benefits that I get is reading like testimonials of women saying, this was the best program, the best challenge. I learned so much. I learned so much. I learned what healthy eating looks like. I learned how to like make it adaptable to my life. And that's something that I'm really big on. Like, I'm not about to sit here and treat you like a baby and treat you and tell you like, you need to eat this and you need to eat that. Like, I'm not about to do that. You know why? Because in order for something to like stick, you have to be able to like enjoy it. You have to be able to like what you're doing. And if you don't, then the chances of it sticking is very, very low. You know, my approach to being healthy is a lifestyle. I'm not your person that's like, you know, a one-time thing. No, I'm here to like teach you how to make this a lifestyle. At this point, when people say, do you ever eat bad? I really don't. I don't have a craving for it. Can we do the September core challenge or long? Yes. I don't have a craving or desire to eat like shit. I really don't. And that's the honest truth. Like, because when I eat unhealthy, I feel so sick. My stomach hurts. You know, I can't go to the bathroom. It's really crazy what happens when you start to treat your body with you know, with care. It's crazy what happens. He can do it?
No, it's good.
Oh, okay.
And he does it. He does flags. He does all that. So he's right here. Like he's right here and there. So we know moving forward.
Okay. What was that? Oh yeah. Like I don't have a craving for like unhealthy stuff. Can you help me make a workout routine for my wife to help her fat loss? Yeah, I mean, I would just honestly tell her to like join our community, Queen Warriors. Like she's gonna love it. I saw something. Can we do the September core challenge along with LYC? Yeah. So if you go into the Queen Warrior page, you will see that every month we're doing like, you know, motivational challenges is what I call, like friendly challenges. What are they? It's basically like I give you the whole month in different like exercises, which should not take you any more than like literally, I don't know, less than 10 minutes to do. You know what I'm saying? So you can go on the page and you can check those out. But for my ladies that are more serious, my ladies that are like super committed, my ladies that are like, yo, this is it. Like, I really need to get it together this year. This is your time. You know, like if you didn't have the results that you wanted for like this past season, this past summer, your moment is right now. You know, I always say summer bodies are made during the fall. That's it. Summer bodies are made during the fall. So summer 2026, we starting now. I started. You know, I'm running. I started running. Why? Because I wanted to like, I love being outdoors, but I also wanted to like do something different, you know? Perfect. I thought it would be 3 sets of those. No. It's just a one time. It's just once. So I started running, which I'm like enjoying. I do it in the treadmill. I started running, you know, like I track my meals. What else do I do? I just really enjoy eating healthy. Like I'm doing supplements. I'm trying out new I'm adding NAD to my body. So it's like the longer you are in this space, then you're able to like optimize and learn new things and find new ways to like better improve your body. I'm 37 years old, y'all, and I always say age is nothing but a number. But if you are not taking care of yourself, if you are not like loving on your body, if you are not being active, if you're not staying away from stress, if you are just not focusing on being in a really like good, healthy space, let me tell you something. It don't matter how old you are. You could be 21, you could be 20. You're gonna age like it's nobody's business, right? Not only are you gonna age like it's nobody's business, but another thing that's gonna happen is like you're gonna start developing all these different types of like health issues, you know? And so for me, it's like I don't want to be that. And so if I want to avoid like being sick or dealing with some health issues, I gotta make healthier choices because I create the environment that I want my body to thrive in. That's all it comes down to. You create the environment that you want your body to like thrive in. And if you are not intentional on what you do with your body, if you're not intentional with what you do with your body, then chances are like you will like start to see your body, you know, depleted. So take care of yourself, man. Take care of your body. Focus on the things that like truly matter. Focus on like grounding. Focus on like taking care of yourself. Focus on like really like loving your body. It's like sometimes I realize that that people spend more time and energy taking care of material things, their cars, you know, trying to have like the latest bags or the latest shoes, and spend absolutely no time and no money on taking care of like their minds and bodies. And let me tell you something. Your cars and shoes might be cute and might give you that social approval that you're looking for, but we all know that behind closed doors, you know, you don't feel that good about yourself, right? Because you, of course, who's gonna feel good if they're not happy in their own body? So for me, it's like, I don't really care about the purses and the shoes. I mean, I got some, but I don't really care about them. I wear the same purse because it's easy, it's quick. I got all my stuff in there. I wear the same purse. I take care of my body. I invest in my body. I invest in my body in terms of like nutrients, in terms of, you know, supplements, sleep. I'm not worrying about people's business that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not worried about the opinions of other people. I don't. I'm walking in my purpose. How can I waste the time that God has like given me worrying about the opinion of somebody else that, number one, I don't even know like that. Number two, does absolutely not one thing for me. You don't pay my bills. You don't take care of my kids. You don't do any of that. So why am I going to worry about it? And most of us, when we talk about, when I talk to people and I'm like, well, why isn't it that you know what I mean? Like you're not working out. It's just like, oh, life be lifing. And when you try to like understand, well, what does that mean? What about life be lifing, right? They're like, oh, my mom, my cousin, my sister. And it's just like, girl, I get it. But everybody got to be responsible for their own choices that they make on a daily basis. I help, I provide a solution. Now, I do it once, I do it twice, but if after the third time you keep coming back to me and you still talking about the same thing, the same problems, and you just don't want the solution that I'm giving you, like you don't want my advice, then girl, you taxing me. You taxing me for my energy, and I can't afford to like, I can't afford for you to like tax me for my energy anymore. You know what I'm saying? And so at that point I say, you know what, like you guys set boundaries. Because if you don't, then people deplete your energy. And when you're depleted of energy, you function different, you move different, you make decisions completely different. And so a lot of people, when they think about being healthy, the first thing they think about is like, I gotta eat right, I gotta exercise. And yes, those things are all very important. But if you're not minding your business and you're in a very toxic environment day in and day out, please understand that eating healthy and being active is going to change a little bit of your life, but it ain't going to change much. It ain't going to change much because if your energy is depleted, then you move completely different. You know, it's like, how does your phone operate when it's at 1%? Oh, it's very sluggish. It's very sluggish. You know what I'm saying? Like my phone at 1%, like it moves completely different. So when you're depleted, you move completely different. So even if you feel like you're like, oh, I did my workout. Yeah, you did your workout, but your workout was like not that great. You barely burned any calories, right? Because you were almost like half-assing it. Your energy was low. And a lot of people are like, oh, but I gotta have grace on myself because whatever. And it's just like, yeah, I get it. You gotta have grace on yourself. But grace doesn't mean that you get to treat your body like crap and then you use that as an excuse. All right, first of all, can we talk about like my Caraway products? I'm about to like bake this chicken. And I'm going to be using my Caraway stuff. Shout out to Caraway. They like just hooked me up. I want to show you guys everything that they hooked me up with, and it's what I use to like cook. Caraway literally hooked me up with all these like pots and pans and baking goods. Did this just come on? Oh yeah, let me hook that up. And one thing that I loved about these like non-stick skillets is that it comes with all these like organizational like compartments, right? Shout out to Caraway. Boom, I got everything that I need, baby. All right, non-stick. Like when I tell you non-stick, like it ain't nobody's business. Non-stick, like it's nobody's business. Even like these containers, phenomenal containers. So if you guys have not checked out Caraway, be sure that you guys go check them out. because their products are like top notch. Anyway, back to fitness. And so as I was saying, one of the things that a lot of people, you know, join Queen Warriors, and when they join our LYC challenges, you know, they think that, you know, yeah, of course you're going to get fitness. But one thing that I'm going to hit you with is that mindset stuff. You know, I'm going to hit you with, you know, mastering your space and mastering, you know, the your energy. Babe, I kissed the guy. Give me a second. I'm always going to talk about mindset, because if your mind is not right when you're in this process, it doesn't matter how much you do, nothing will change. You will create, your mind creates the life that you live in. Every single decision, every like the life, the situation, the decisions you made are based on the stories that you told yourself. Right? The guy's by the door. And so I always love to like talk about like the power of the mind, the power of being around positive people, the power of, you know, the stories that you tell yourself, you know, removing these negative beliefs that hanging around certain people have created, you know, like all these things truly matter. And that's why Queen Warriors has been such an outstanding safe space for women, right? Because you are surrounded by women that are like living this lifestyle day in and day out, and we're commenting and we're engaging and we're celebrating. And if you need love and support, we're giving you that too. I'm all about being around the right people. And if I'm not around the right people, best believe I'm removing myself from it. I was listening to this podcast, and I forgot, I was listening to it with Matt. And this podcast was saying that Steve Jobs and Jeff Bezos are like really, 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 really big on, you know, the people that they surround themselves with, to the point that if they're having a conversation and they're not really like connecting what's being shared, or they're not like, what's being shared doesn't really like, you know, I guess provide much value to them, they walk away from the conversation. And to some may perceive that as rude, right? Yeah, because if I'm in the middle of talking and you just walk away, I'm just be like, bro, what's good? Like, what happened? You know? But to be honest, is like, if you want to be successful in life, you got to learn how to like energy, like pay attention to what's taking your energy and what's like, you know, increasing it. And if your conversation is nothing but, you know, talking about people and being negative and saying like that's not possible and that's not gonna work, I don't want to be around you, and I won't be around you, and I won't hang out with you, and we won't do anything together. And like, that's how serious it is. I'd rather be home than be around bad company, because bad company corrupts. Okay, y'all heard what I said? Bad company corrupts. My mom had this saying when we were younger, and it would go, tell me who you're with, tell me who you hang with, and I'll tell you who you are. And I lie to you not, like, this saying used to drive me crazy, because I used to say like, Mom, like, how does that even make sense? Like, I know who I am. But the reality is that if a strawberry that's about to go bad can ruin a bunch, why wouldn't, you know, why wouldn't another human being that's being toxic, you know, corrupt you? After a while, you start to just like acclimate. After a while, you know, you start to like believe what they say. After a while, you start to like even become what they say. Like, and I know this from experience, you know, like there's certain people that after a while you start hanging out with them because they live in doubt, because they live in fear, and every single decision that they make, they're not really sure if it's for them. And people try to like mask this as like imposter syndrome. Yeah, like I get it. Some people do have imposter syndrome, but some people are just people that don't believe that, you know, they're capable of of receiving these blessings, right? And I believe that every blessing that comes my way, I'm meant to like, it's meant for me because God created me and he knows what I'm capable of and he knows the talent that he's given me and he knows what he's put in me. And if today I'm not like, you know, I'm not at the level for whatever that blessing may be, guess what? You best believe I'm gonna work towards it, you know, but I will never just turn something down because I don't believe I'm capable of it or it's truly for me. But that's what happens when you hang around the wrong people. You know, you hang around the people, you're not going to get too far. And so I say that to say, right, like the LYC challenge is a very special challenge because you are around the right people. You are around exactly who you're supposed to be. Women, everyday women wanting to get healthy. Everyday women ready to invest in themselves. Everyday women, you know, ready to go hard for themselves. And that's what I want. I always tell all my ladies, like, if you are not going hard for yourself, no one else will. Number one. Number two, let's be real. Don't complain about how you look, how much weight you're gaining, if you are not doing anything about it. Don't complain. The people that be like, oh my God, I gained 7 pounds. Well, what are you doing about it? Because you didn't just gain 7 pounds in one sitting. What are you doing about it? Nothing, not right now. I just been so busy. Okay. I know that if I'm walking and there's a table in front of me, I'm not just gonna stand there behind that table hoping that it moves by itself. I'm gonna move it. What happened? He finished?
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
He just took that off and like patched it?
He swapped it with the other one.
Oh, so he didn't
could've
patch
patched
it.
it though,
Why
too.
you didn't tell him to?
Because we're not even going to have that car at all.
So I can drive it like with the donut?
No, it's not a donut, it's a full-size tire.
And we're just gonna like...
Yeah, we put that in the back as the replacement.
Okay. Just like that? Okay. So you're not just gonna stand behind this table, right? Hoping for this table to move. You're gonna move it, right? That's how this journey works. If you are not happy with something, you're gonna do something about it. And if you're not gonna do anything about it, you don't have the right to be complaining, because as you complain, you know what happens? It's crazy how our body works, right? As you complain, your body starts to do exactly what you don't want it to do. You complain, you create a negative, unhappy environment in your body, right? Our cells are living cells. They're alive. It's a living thing. You create an unhappy environment in your body, right? Your hormones are moving completely different, are releasing different. Your body then switches to just like retaining fat, because now you're stressed. Now you're overwhelmed. Now you're just like emotionally like all over the place. And it's crazy because a lot of people that are in these spaces tend to gain more weight because of the space they're in, rather than like, you know what I'm saying? Because they're actually like eating bad. And that's the crazy part, that you don't even have to eat bad. You don't even have to eat bad to like, of course, like eating bad will cause you to like consistently will cause you to like gain weight. But what I'm saying is that even at eating like unhealthy, your body is going to retain fat, and it's going to do exactly what you didn't want it to do. And that's why I say, girl, like, listen, it takes the same amount of energy to be positive and to be negative. Choose to be positive. It takes work, but it's so worth it, right? Number one. Number two, understand that no one is going to come and save you. No one's going to come and save you. This belief that I need motivation for me to like be successful. I need motivation for me to like work out. It's not real. I don't know who painted this, but it's not real. Like, I almost feel like motivation has been given a title that doesn't even belong to it. Like, motivation is like so inconsistent. Every day you're not motivated, but every day I'm full of joy. Every day, like, I'm at peace. So motivation has taken this title that doesn't even belong to it because it's so inconsistent. You're not motivated every day. You're motivated when you're doing things that you enjoy and that come easy to you. You're motivated. And so it's not even real. A lot of people are motivated to eat like shit because they like it. Because it doesn't require work. It comes natural. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are motivated staying up late because not only are they on TikTok and Instagram minding everybody's business and putting their energy into somebody else's life that has nothing to do with theirs, but it comes easy. It's normal. It doesn't require any learning skill. It doesn't require absolutely anything. And so motivation, it's not real. It's real for the things that come easy to you. I'm motivated when, I get to go on vacation. I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm on vacation, I don't have to worry about being a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's me and my man. I'm motivated. Am I motivated to work out every day? No. But I am consistent with my workout because consistency is what's going to give me the results that I'm looking for. That's the truth. And if somebody tells you otherwise, no, motivation is it, please don't believe it. Don't believe it. You're not going to be motivated every day. Once you start to fall in love with the journey, then you start to like be motivated. Yeah. When I'm working out, I'm motivated. I'm excited because I'm like, yo, like if I stay consistent at doing this, like I'm going to get those results that I'm looking for. Right? But it just doesn't happen on its own. Like, you got to fall in love with what you're doing for you to like be motivated. And a lot of people quit. Let's talk about the quitting part. A lot of people quit before their body even gets used to or gets, you know what I mean? Like, has that like development or like, that like builds that relationship with what they're doing. And so like you never get to like experience being motivated. You know what I'm saying? I know I said a lot right now and I keep changing my gloves. I just have like an touch it and chicken and like I don't like that stuff. And so I say that to say, man, like please stop creating this false narrative that you're waiting for motivation. It ain't coming. It hasn't came in the last 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. It's not coming. And clearly waiting for it hasn't given you the results that you've been looking for. Number one. Number two, if you're going to sit here and complain about your results, do something about it. It's like saying, if you don't like something, do something about it. If you don't like that shirt, you change your shirt. If you don't like those pants, you change those pants. If those underwears give you a wedgie, you change your underwear. So it requires action to change it. If you don't like how you look, the equation doesn't change. It requires work for you to fix it. Do you get what I'm saying? The math has to math. 1 + 1 = 2. Complaining, you don't like something, it requires action. Complaining plus action equates to results. That's the equation. I'm sorry, it cannot be fixed. It cannot be changed. That's what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? And so if you're going to complain, be willing to put the work behind it. If you're not going to put the work behind it and you're going to create these like excuses and pity parties for yourself, just know that you have been doing that for the longest, and again it hasn't given you the results that you're looking for. And I tell these things to myself too. Trust me, like I say these things to myself because there are days where you know, I get inconsistent with my own workouts. And I'm only working out because I teach my Queen Warrior workouts. And there are times where I'm just like, I stand in front of a mirror. I literally get out of bed and there's a mirror. I walk into my bathroom and there's a scale. So it's literally like a little journey that I've like unintentionally created, but it's there. And so when I wake up, I sleep in my panties and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, oh my God, like, I don't like it. I don't like the way blah, 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 you know, and then boom, I walk into my bathroom and I step on my scale and I'm just like, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And so I tell myself, okay, Fab, like, what's the plan? What are we going to do? You know, what are we going to do? Because I can't keep wasting my life, you know, my amazing life. And amazing not because of the things I have, but amazing because God bless me, you know, with being able to see another day. That's why it's amazing. It's not amazing because, you know, like because of the stuff that I have. It's amazing because life is a miracle, and every day I get to wake up, it's truly a blessing. There's so many people that didn't wake up this morning, that we all went to bed last night, but they didn't get to wake up. And so for me, it's like, man, that's a blessing, and I cannot afford to live a mediocre life. I can't afford to live a life below the life that God has blessed me to live. God wants me to be great. God wants me to be great. You know what I mean? He wants me to, you know, help women and help women change their life. And God, you know, created me to do this. And I know this is my God-given gift because, baby, if I will tell you my plans of what I was going to school for, honey, I was going to school to be a pharmacist, okay? I was going to school to be a pharmacist. I have my bachelor's in biology. I worked at CVS Pharmacy for like literally 3-4 years. Like that was what I was destined to do. Well, that's what at least I thought I was destined to do. And God was just like, no, baby girl, we got different plans. I'm about to use your story to awaken the souls of so many women. And that's exactly what I get to do every day. So imagine me having this great calling, such as you. Imagine us just having this great calling in our lives and us just living a mediocre life. Like, everybody's destined for greatness. Everybody has a calling in their life. Whether your calling is to pray for the people that are like boots and grounds, whether your calling is to be a writer, whether your calling is to be an actor, whether your calling, whatever your calling is, you have a calling in your life. And the more that you continue to treat your body like shit, it's almost as if you're telling God, like, I know you have these big plans for me because you created me so perfectly in your image, but I don't want to do them. Like, I really don't want to do them because I can't find like my mental willpower, or I can't, like, I just don't want to do it. And I'm not even trying. Like, I just keep making up excuses so somehow I can go to sleep and I can feel better about the choices I get to make. And it's just like, bro, like, you can't. Life is too precious. Life is too short. And when you operate from that space of like gratitude, I don't even feel right doing God like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, no, God, like, my body is truly my temple. And every day that I treat it like crap, it's going against what you wrote in the word. And you don't even have to be somebody religious to feel that way, right? If you're somebody that's not religious, like, to be honest, it's like, do you put regular gas on a car that says premium? I don't think so. So why do you do it with your body? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, my car says premium. I would never put regular gas in my car. You could do it once or twice, you know, that's your little cheat meal, but every single week, that engine gonna blow. That engine gonna blow, your car's gonna start falling apart. And like, these are the things that we need to hear, man. Stop treating your car better than you treat your own body. You know? So, again, to all my ladies out there, this is what our calls look like. This is what our Queen Warrior LYC calls look like. These are what our Recom calls look like. I just need you to take action. I need you to show up, and I need you to stop creating excuses for yourself, waiting for this like Prince Charming to come and save you. Prince Charming got his own shit he got to deal with, girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we just put so much like pressure on our mans as if they're supposed to, like, be our everything and solve our everything. And it's just like, girl, like, they got their own stuff they got to deal with too. You know what I'm saying? So why is it that somebody should be responsible for you, for your own poor choice of, like, poor decision making? Do you know what I'm saying? So again, to all of my ladies out there, somebody received this message today. I can't even get these freaking eggs out. I want you to understand that the story you tell yourself creates the life you live with. So if you tell yourself, I don't have time, it's not possible, I can't do it, guess what's gonna happen? Exactly that. You're not gonna do it. And so you're gonna see, I told you, life is too hard for me. No, it's like you created that story in your mind, and that's what you're operating based off. That's your blueprint. So again, show up for yourself, man. If you need help, if you need support, if you need guidance, like, join the LYC challenge, join Queen Warriors, join the LYC challenge. I got you. Like, there's so many women, like, just getting amazing results. All you have to do is comment ready, right? If you didn't comment ready, then all you have to do is literally, click the link in my bio, join Queen Warriors. When you join Queen Warriors, then you can join the LYC challenge. Early bird is, like, starting to, like, wrap up. I want you to, like, take advantage of early bird. And sometimes my team is like, yo, we should cut it. Like, it was supposed to be done yesterday. And I'm just like, no, like, I really want to make sure that people take advantage of it. And it's affordable, especially now that, like, moms are, like, sending their kids back to school. Like, this is the perfect timing. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the perfect timing. So, like, let's get it together. Like, let's, like, really lock arms and, like, let's really do a big one with this one. You know what I'm saying? In terms of just, like, let this challenge be the challenge that, like, change things for you. All right? I love y'all. Have an amazing, like, rest of your week. Take care of yourself, man. Be conscious. If today's conversation sparks some, like, curiosity on mindset, like, go for it. Explore and understand that every single decision that you make towards improving yourself, it's like buying you back days, your life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do I do with these bird calls? So, again, comment ready. Let's do this thing. I love you. I'm about to start baking these. So, in case you were wondering what I was cooking, so I'm making, like, I guess you can call them cutlets, but I put them in flour, a little light flour, eggs, panko breadcrumbs, which is a healthier alternative. Still breadcrumbs. You know, half a cup is 121 grams of carbs. And then I put them in the oven, and voila, tastes amazing. They're so good, so good. All right, and you get to, like, eat them with a salad. I like to put, like, a nice little, like, salad with, and also, this recipe is being added to, like, the Queen Warrior portal. Stay tuned. Again, the products that I'm using Caraway. If you guys have not, like, checked out their products, be sure to check out their products. Use my discount code Fabiana10. Get yourself some, like, new products. All right. I love y'all. Be amazing. Bye.